I'd like to go there with you.
Well, someday I'll take you.
Someday.
Something wrong?
You said someday. Not today or tomorrow or next week. Just someday. Someday sounds a lot like the thing people say when they actually mean never.
At the beginning of Westworld, Teddy told Dolores about a paradisical land where the mountains meet the sea. However, when Dolores proposed to go there right away, Teddy stopped short of real actions and only said that someday it would happen. But why procrastinate? Why can't one take immediate actions in life? What is unconsciously driving the procrastination? A life led by the feeling that one is not yet ready is what Carl Jung calls the provisional life. In a provisional life, one unconsciously clings to the fantasy that sometime in the future, the real thing will come about. Such fantasy reflects a constant inner refusal to commit oneself to the moment, like a child who refuses to bear the weight of existence and grow up. That inner child is what Jung calls the archetype of Bue Eternos, the eternal child who fears being caught in the situation which requires persistent efforts.
Before I met you, Dolores, I was a different man. And I got some reckoning to do before I can deserve a woman like you. But I'm close. I'm close to making things right.
Instead of powering through the heavy tasks, one only attempts a few fitful starts or diverts his attention away from the real challenges. He could not endure because the psyche is often crippled by the unconscious urge to return to the infantile paradise where the world mother tucks him in. Each time he meets with the real tasks, he represses their calling for responsibility and shifts his attention to something else, an easy escape. In most cases, it is an escape to the wonderland where he was the good boy who yielded or was chivalrous to the symbolic mother.
Just trying to look chivalrous.
In Westworld, Teddy was the good boy who showed the savior complex for Dolores, but his fitful endeavors never endured. After he went for the bounty hunt with the sheriff, he did not catch the villain but was captured by what later turned out to be Dolores' secret dark army. When the man in black finally found him hung on a tree, he quickly gave up.
Looks like Wyatt's man left somebody behind after all.
Teddy.
I should have guessed.
Please, put me out of my misery.
Interestingly, trees also relate to the mother goddess in the Asian mythologies, implying that Teddy is the Bue Eternos devoured by the symbolic mother. Teddy, as the Bue Eternos, possesses the ambivalent traits of yielding to the difficult tasks while searching for the risky adventures. As such, he need not confront the real challenges, but could still prove his strength through the adventures and escape. He is too weak in yielding to the real life, while simultaneously possesses a cruel and violent shadow compensating for that weak consciousness. That is the danger, the repressed aggression like an uncontrollable beast lurking in the background, chancing to attack at any moment. Indeed, the beast revealed itself after Dolores force-changed Teddy's character for him to survive. But we must always be careful with abrupt and forced changes to the psyche. They only unleashed the brutal beast in Teddy. He suddenly became ruthless and had no patience.
Body shop? Give them something. She didn't fucking tell me anything, man. She's the fucking boss. She can take them places that we don't even have access to.
We'll find him.
What Dolores demanded was the inner psychic change in Teddy to meet the challenges of the outer world.
Not gonna make it.
What is this, Dolores?
She attempted to achieve that through brute force, but the inner development must take time and patience. That is why Dr. Ford explained to Bernard why Arnold couldn't save the hosts by making them sentient overnight.
But you kept us here, in this hell.
Bernard, I told you Arnold didn't know how to save you. I do.
What the hell are you talking about?
You needed time. Time to understand your enemy. to become stronger than them.
Not surprisingly, Teddy failed to integrate the inner beast, and to his detriment, he could not stand the tension between his inner longing for a paradise and the ruthless outer world which he was forced to confront.
The people they made us. Sometimes it feels like it was all a dream. We were so in love.
We still are. Are we?
Yes, Dolores. No matter what happens, no matter how I change, or how much you change me, you're my cornerstone.
Such failure to reconcile the double conflict between the inner and the outer worlds resulted in his sudden withdrawal from life. From Teddy, we have therefore seen the eternal child in its negative sense. The procrastination manifests itself through turning away from the critical tasks to pursue fitful adventures only to end with impatient withdrawals. However, the eternal child could also be the divine child, symbolizing the infinite potential for growth.
Yes. Yes, I can hear it now.
How then can we revivify the eros repressed to the unconscious, bring up the divine child within, and therefore take life's vital responsibilities without delay?